What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the Cubcast, our now daily news section where we get into different bits, discussing different things from around the world, different news stories, different articles, and different informational pieces. Today, we are jumping into our weekly look at the US Billboard Afrobeats chart. This is the Billboard review in association with the Music Whisperer. Go and give it a follow on Instagram, the Music Whisperer. You can see by the little badge that is just above me there. It's fantastic Instagram channel, always keeping people up to date with the latest Afrobeats related news, so go and give them a follow. Today we're going to be jumping into our review of everything going on in and around the top 50 on the US Afrobeats Billboard chart, giving you our thoughts, giving you our breakdowns, and looking at the new entries, the tracks that have gone up and the tracks that have gone down, of course. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this one, but if you are new to the channel, please make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. So let's look at this one. Very excited to have a little look through everything that's going on. Loads of interesting bits to begin with. We see a re-entry into the charts from Burna Boy with Bank on It. That's in at number 50. I think it was in for 1 week, then it disappeared. Now it's back in at 50. I think it's only ever got to 50 by the looks of things. Alongside that, WizKid's Joro remains at 49th. We also see Magic's Love Don't Cost a Dime remaining at 48th, and another place drop for No Wahala from Wonder Banton. That one in 46th. Again, it started off up in 15th, I think it was, and now it's slowly moved down. Again, a very consistent track. It's been in here since week 1, but we are now going to start seeing a lot of the tracks that have been in there since week 1 slowly maneuver their way out and move down at the listing. Alongside this, Skibby and Davido with Baddest Boy is up from 47th to 46th. We also see Adekunle Gold and Davido with High dropping 2 places down to 45th from 43rd, and we also see Olamide's Infinity moving up 1 place to 44th. Ballon d'Or with another drop. That one, Burna Boy and WizKid slowly moving down the charts again. It's been in there since week 1, and we also see the No Wahala remix from Wonder Banton featuring obviously Kids Daniel and Tiwa Savage actually moving up a place whilst the original moves down. That's back up to 42nd, fighting for its place, which is always cool to see. Usher with One and Only is now down to 41st. Again, that one debuted at 38th. It's now down to 41st into that bottom section as we move into the 40 to 31 selection. So Omar Lay with Understand up to number 40. That's going to be a tune that could well be featured on the upcoming Omar Lay album, which drops in a couple of weeks. We're likely to see this chart very much surge with Omar Lay when that happens. Alongside that, TEMS Interference dropping 3 places down from 36th to 39th. We also see WizKid Ginger featuring Burna Boy, one of my favourite tracks off Made in Lagos, actually moving up a place. That's up to 38th. We see Sip from Joe Boy, that one maintaining its position in at 37th. Again, that one up at 14th when this chart first started, so that's done really well to maintain its position, only dropping 23 places in 13 weeks. That's fantastic considering how many new tracks have gone in. Rema with Soundgasm dropping more places down to 36th. We also see Ashake and obviously Olamide with Ope, that one moving up 5 places to 35th. Now, realistically, I would presume that is in conjunction with all the latest goings on, obviously, around the Ashake. His new single last week did bits. Alongside that, Young Jong and Davido with Dada, the official remix, is up to 34th from 35th, and we also see Fool maintaining its position in 33rd. Zena Liski's Loving You down from 31st to 32nd. Again, that one debuting up at number 12, but now starting to rapidly drop down the charts after 5 weeks. And we also see Davido featuring the Sunday Service Choir with Stand Strong, that one dropping another 2 places down to 31st. So there we go. Moving through this chart quite rapidly today, we're yet to see any brand new entries, which is very interesting. I think they're likely to come next week, obviously with the WizKid and Chris Brown collaboration, obviously the new CK tune alongside Davido, obviously Focalistic and Abidoza, and also obviously the new Ashake tune. I think all of those are going to be tunes that drop into this list in about next week. Realistically, it usually takes about 2 weeks for them to cycle in, and I'm very excited to see all of them get involved. Goya Minor and Neptune's Amino Amapiano, You Want a Bamba, of course, that one down to 30th. Again, that was in the top 10 when it first landed 13 weeks ago. And Emiliana down from 27th to 29th. We see Crazy Things from TEMS again rising up to 28th. And we also see On the Low from Burna Boy moving back up to 27th. That's never got above number 20. Obviously, it's a much older tune in comparison to a lot of the tracks around it. But again, still holding strong in that top section. We also see, again, this dominance from TEMS is absolutely crazy. 4 tracks tracks between 21st and 30th. First up, Replay in 26th. We also see Omar Lay's Woman dropping down from 20th to 25th. A big drop on that one. Ice-T from Thames maintaining its position at 24th. Playboy from Fireboy DML moving up 2 places to 23rd. And we also see The Key from Thames moving up from 23rd to 22nd. Again, the domination we're seeing from Thames on this list is absolutely crazy. We also see Omar Lay and Justin Bieber maintaining his position at 21st. Remember, that was in number 4th for a long time when this chart first started. So absolutely crazy to see the consistency. It's still just outside the top 20, however. So there we go. Moving into this 20th to 11th. No new listings. Again, very interesting stuff. We see Love Me Back from Firebeat. Obviously, Trinidad, Cardona, and Robinson. That one dropping 2 places down from 18th to 20th. We also see Overloading, one of my favourite releases of the year, without a shadow of a doubt, dropping down to 19th from 17th, obviously featuring Mavins, Crayon, Aerostar, also Ladipo, who's not featured on here for some reason, Magix, and Boy Spice, obviously a Don Jazzy vocal on there as well. Camido featuring Phantom with Sugarcane. I don't know whether that is including the remix or not, but that is up to 18th. We also see Palazzo from Spinel and Ashake moving down 2 places from 15th to 17th. Ye from Burna Boy is up 3 places to 16th. We also see 1 place up from Ashake's Songbot remix featuring Burna Boy. That moves up the charts again to number 15. And we also see Jerusalema from Master KG featuring Burna Boy and Nomasido Zakode. That maintains its position in 14th. Very interesting stuff indeed. Damages from Thames down 1 place from 12th to 13th. A direct swap with Black Sheriff on Kwaku the Traveller. Again, that is a huge tune. Good to see it slowly making its way back up the charts as well. Again, that one debuted in at number 5, which is absolutely crazy. And Rema's Calm Down now sitting pretty consistently at number 11. That's been rotating around this top 20 a fair bit, but very much exciting to see it in the 11th position. And now we get into the exciting bit, which is, of course, the top 10. Very interested to dive into it this week because we've seen no new entries so far. Thinking about it, I don't think there are going to be any new entries this week. I think next week is when we're going to see a big influx. The closest thing to a new entry we saw last week was obviously the Chris Brown remix of Mona Lisa from Loj and Sars, but that's basically just been renamed, which is quite interesting to look at. I'm not quite sure why they've done that, but let's move up to number 10 then. We see Found from Thames. Again, the most consistent name on this list, featuring Brent Fayaz with Found. Again, that's been in their seats week 1. I'm pretty sure that's been in and around the sort of top 12 the entire time. Again, crazy consistency from Thames. In 9th, maintaining the position, Loj, Sars, and Chris Brown with the official Mona Lisa remix. That one in 9th position. Crazy stuff, and always good to see Loj and Sars doing their thing in amongst this top listing. In 8th, Kiz Daniel and Techno with Booger. That one maintaining its position really well, only dropping 2 places in 6 weeks. Again, it's a big tune. Definitely one I'm looking forward to spinning in the dances myself. So yeah, very exciting stuff indeed. No new entries at all. It's crazy to think about. Finesse from Feels and Budgie maintaining its position in 7th. Now, we have seen a couple of tracks drop out of the top 10 in recent weeks, but so far it doesn't look like any have dropped out from the listing there last week as far as I can remember, so we could well be on for a very stalemate week. We'll see moving forward. We then see Last from Burna Boy maintaining its position in number 6th. That one was in 4th when it first landed, now down to 6th. Again, only 2 places in 5 weeks. Very good stuff from Burna on that one. We also see Higher from Thames sitting in 5th place. Now, last week, we saw Loved One TT drop down to 4th place. This is where it gets very spicy. There are now 4 tracks jostling for this top one place. Obviously, Essence being in there, the Peru remix with Ed Sheeran. We also saw a track from Thames in there last week, and of course, Essence. So yeah, very interesting to see how this all goes. In number 4, let's have a little roll up slowly. What we're going to see, Loved One TT maintains its position in number 4. Very interesting indeed. So far, 10 to 4 have all maintained their positions. First time I've ever seen that happen with this Billboard chart. Again, we're only 13 weeks in, and a lot of this top end is still very much dominated by tracks that were in there from the first week, but it gets very exciting indeed. Again, Thames Higher has only been in this chart for 5 weeks, and it started down in like 42nd, I think it was. It has risen up so quickly to now be in the top 5. Crazy stuff indeed. Moving up one more position then, we see Peru has been knocked off the top spot. That is crazy. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it to get knocked off. Peru, Fireboy DML and Ed Sheeran holding the number 1 position for I think the same amount of weeks now as Love No Titi. I think both of them have had it 6 or it's 7 and 5. I'm not too sure. They have been battling it out for that top spot the entire time since this chart first launched. So that means we have a new number 1. Now I'm excited. It's either Essence or it's the track we saw last week from TEMS, which I think is I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head. Which is really, really bad. But let's have a look. We see Essence is in number 2, which means Free Mind from TEMS now sits in number 1 on the US Billboard chart. Her first number 1 in this Afrobeats US chart. Crazy congratulations to TEMS. That's wicked to see. Again, she's been dominating this chart since it first landed. She now has 4 out of the top 10 tracks on there. I think she's got 11 in total out of the entire listing, which is just phenomenal when you actually think about it. But there we go. TEMS absolutely dominating, and she finally gets the number 1. I thought Essence would have got to number 1 before this, especially with all the kind of recent WizKid movements we're seeing. We're seeing talks of an album and talks of a conversation. But there we go. TEMS now sits atop this list, kind of asserting the dominance over the list and getting that number 1 with Free Mind. It's not the track that I thought would get to number 1, but there we go. She's finally got there. Fantastic stuff. And we see this list now really start to switch up. There are tracks in here that have been in this listing all the way through, but tracks, for instance, like Attention, which started off at number 4, that's now significantly moved down the chart. Again, we've seen a lot of different tracks. I think we've seen about 20, 25 tracks now all penetrate the top 10. And we see a brand new number 1 for the first time. TEMS with Free Mind. There we go, people. Fantastic stuff. As I said, I think next week will be a big week for an influx of new music. We're likely to see the Chris Brown and WizKid collaboration, new Ashake as well. And also, I think we'll see that new CK and Davido tune dropping in here as well, obviously with Focalistic and Abidoza. Very interesting stuff, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I'm keen to hear what you think about this. Was it the track that you thought TEMS would get the number 1 with? Are you surprised at the drop of Fireboy DML and Ed Sheeran? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I'm always keen to hear what you guys think. And as always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. We are now rapidly moving towards 37,000 subscribers. If we could do that in the next week or so, it would be fantastic. So please do get involved. That's it from me, though. Hopefully you have enjoyed this review, and we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.